Welcome to First Person Defender. Real people put into realistic self-defense training scenarios.
These are real scenarios.
Hey, give me your money.
The role player does not know what's going to happen. We go through the first scenario, see how they handle it, and then we pick one thing that they could have done to increase their survivability. Train it a little bit, and then run them through a similar scenario.
Each weapon is loaded with Simunition FX marking cartridges, the most realistic, non-lethal alternative to live ammunition. Simunition is the closest thing to the real deal.
Once you feel the pain penalty once, you don't want to feel it again.
For this type of force-on-force training, role players are required to wear protective gear.
Come on, hit me.
It is as real as it gets. Heart rate's elevated, their respiratory rate's elevated, their adrenaline is dumping into their blood. They are scared and amped up.
I got a gun! Back off!
Get out of my house!
My name's Michelle Serino. I am a mom, first of all, and an educator. I have had a little bit of training. I went through a card-reading class.
The scenario this morning that we've got set up for Michelle is going to be essentially like a store robbery.
All right, contrary to popular belief, we actually are not in a gas station. This is
There's
a
not
shoot
even a
house.
Slurpee machine in
I
here.
know, so it's not even realistic.
All right.
But put your thinking caps on. We're in a shoot house to get the safe training environment.
Yeah, it's a little convenience store, part of that gas station. We've got our clerk window over there, and we've got some aisles with chips and whatnot. And
So I'm walking into this convenience store.
yeah, you're gonna be in it.
I'm in it.
You're shopping. You're looking at all your chip.
I'm looking,
options.
picking out a chip.
Yep. This is something that happens all the time, all over the country. You watch America's Dumbest Criminals on TV or whatever those shows are, and people are constantly running into quickie marts and the little corner stores and holding them up at gunpoint or at knife point. All right, so I want to establish right now that it may not require lethal force. It'll be kind of based on what you do.
You might just come in, give me all the money and want to go. So we're just going to kind of see and let it unfold and see how she handles it.
Destin and Greg go over the safety procedures with Michelle. Then, Greg explains what Michelle can do if the confrontation goes hands-on.
This mask is designed so you can hit me. Hit me.
Hit you?
Yeah. Come on, hit me. Come on, again.
I don't want to.
No, come on, do it now. There you go. So you can strike me like that.
Okay.
Okay?
You enjoy getting smacked
She
around.
hits like a girl. The scenario is going to morph and change based off of her response. If she uses those few really critical seconds at the initial where it's chaotic to run out,
Does she try to draw her weapon and seize the opportunity and take the adversary down?
How's my hair look?
It's good. I'm obviously nervous about it because I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm just going to attempt not to cry about it when it does happen.
I've never been shot with Sims rounds, and people are like, oh really? You have to do that, have fun. So obviously I've been a little bit worked up about it, but I mean, it's gonna hurt, yeah, but suck it up and move on.
As Michelle gets into position, the scenario begins. While customers are in line purchasing their items, Michelle casually shops for a snack.
Last night?
In an instant, the convenience store becomes a crime scene.
Everybody get on the floor now! Do it now!
Para Black Ops, the baddest tactical 1911 on the planet.
If you need a gun, you need XS Sights. They give you an advantage in high-stress, low-light situations. For more information, go to xssights.com. If you need a gun, you need XS Sights.
The biggest thing that you'll constantly hear us talk about is situational awareness, SA.
Anytime I go into a convenience store, I'm looking for doors, exits, bathrooms, other ways to get out possibly.
Being observant of your surroundings is the most important tool.
Everybody get on the floor now! Do it now!
That was fast.
Everybody get on the floor!
Obviously, she reacted inappropriately at the wrong time.
She was, went right for the gun. She thought, okay, this is the scenario. He's got a gun, I got a gun, bang.
Since I had a gun in a holster, I figured that was the solution to what was happening when a gun's pointed at you.
And she found out the hard way that that wasn't the best option.
She's gonna pull a gun on me, I already have a gun out, and I shot her. I made her pay for it. Bad decision.
I told us right now I was shooting so many times.
Michelle was a little mad. Legitimately, she was mad.
You all right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Stings a little? Come here, give me a hug.
You know, that stuff does hurt. She had never been shot before with it.
So, why do you think you got shot?
Because you saw that I had a gun.
I had the upper hand on her, gun point on her, telling her to get on the ground, and she tried to go for a gun.
You were gonna shoot me, so I shot you first.
4 times,
4 times?
just so you know.
Yeah. That's,
You missed twice though. So
I gave you a little.
He missed twice? Really? I don't think so. Yeah. No, 4 times.
And that's the beauty of using Simunitions, is you can make people pay for incorrect choices. You don't set them up to fail, but if they do something incorrectly, inappropriately, you monopolize on it.
Think about this. I was going to pass you up and come over here to make sure they got on the ground. And then what are you close to?
The door, that one, that
And you could
exit.
and just run off and then not get into a gunfight.
just because you have it doesn't mean that you always need to put it into the scenario. We preach many different angles of when to use it and when's best not to use it.
Comply to a point. Again, have that line drawn in the sand.
It's a bad sign when the robbery turns into possibly shooting the clerk and then everybody else in the store is told to get up and move to the back. That's a key indicator for the person in the store to possibly, if they have a weapon, it's now time to use it.
If I come in here and I take money, well then keep your situational awareness about you. And give them money, do what you need to do. It's not worth dying over.
But if the scenario does require lethal force, there are more effective ways for Michelle to get her gun into the fight.
You good?
Yeah,
You don't hate me?
no.
All right, cool.
You should.
She hates me.
The first thing we'll tell people is, when they ask us about carry guns, is that we think they should carry basically a full-size pistol caliber gun with a spare magazine. However, where we change on that a little bit is when women tell us that they want to carry every day. The way women dress, typically they can't carry a gun inside the waistband. A lot of women's pants, and they don't even wear belts. And most women want to carry in their purse. All right, so Michelle, now we're out on the range, moving from that Simunitions exercise to the live fire training portion.
Destin and Greg review live fire safety with Michelle. To begin the training, Destin demonstrates drawing and shooting from an unconventional position.
You're told to get down. You're holding your purse here. The gun's inside the purse. Now from here, we can just draw, aim in.
Drawing a firearm from a purse may be effective as an opportunity presents itself, but there is another valuable technique to be considered when carrying in a purse.
Even if your purse is real expensive and you got lots of nice stuff in it, at this point you just want to give it to them. So now my hand's on the gun, keeping that hand away from the end of the purse because that's basically where the muzzle is. So I can hold on to the strap with my support hand, driving the gun out best I can, and I'm just going to start shooting through the purse. This works best at close distances. And this is why weapon selection is so important.
For that application, we recommend a snub nose, 2-inch snubby, hammerless revolver, or humpback, something where that hammer is not exposed. And it allows them to shoot through that purse, through a garment, and not have to worry about any of the action getting hung up.
I don't carry my purse on that shoulder.
Okay, well, this is good to
just
know.
so you know.
I personally carry mine on this
And that's what
shoulder.
I'm saying.
This is
I
actually a
don't.
satchel. I have a lot of
Yeah.
important documents in here.
Before going to live fire, they go over the proper position and technique for each drill. After shooting from the ground, It's time for Michelle to send rounds downrange from inside her purse.
I want you to squeeze one round off.
Okay.
Go ahead. Perfect. Now you can see the muzzle has protruded through that high-dollar purse that Chris bought
yeah.
you. Now give me 4 more rounds into that target.
It's really, really well received by the females. And it's incredible how empowering it is for them to know now they have a tool that is really applicable to them that can save their life.
This is still a very effective method of shooting. Let's put you back in scenario number 2 and see how you do.
When the bond between hand and gun feels as true as a perfectly placed shot, it's not by accident, it's by design. M&P, advanced by design.
Nosler Defense ammunition is loaded up front with the bonded performance line of bonded core defense bullets. Professionals trust their next move to Nosler Defense.
First Person Defender, brought to you by XS Sights, Smith & Wesson, Nosler, Crimson Trace, Simunition, and Remington. For the second scenario, Michelle will be positioned in line waiting to make a purchase.
We changed it up just a little bit, and we also changed up how she carries. We put her in a scenario where now she carries how she does at home.
Hey man, can I get a motion? Hey, hey, give me your money! Give me all your money!
She did the right thing by not going to guns right away, doing what I said, so I continued to do what I was going to do, which was rob the register.
Greg turned around at the register, demanded the money, and she gave him some love in the back.
Give me the
Index.
So, a little more successful this time?
Yeah, and I started backing up away towards the door.
The techniques that Destin gave her to shoot through the purse allowed her to keep that firearm concealed, but yet her grip was purchased. She was ready to use it and deploy that weapon if she needed.
You used the opportunity, and you shot me in the back, which, is that wrong or not?
Ooh, I don't know.
Did I have a gun?
Yeah.
Was I
Yeah.
possibly gonna
threatening
kill
somebody.
someone?
Yes.
I had my gun aimed in, pointed at the clerk. Someone was in imminent danger of great bodily harm or loss of life, and she decided to use her weapon and engage me, shot me with good center mass hits.
You shot me, and it hurt.
I think you
Good.
won.
And my feelings are hurt.
Sorry. Sucks to be you, doesn't it?
The fact that she could give Greg some pain penalty back, definitely shooting through that purse, made her happy. Good job.
Thank you. Thank
Give me a hug, forget that.
Thank you.
Good job.
Much better. Felt much more confident and felt good when it was finished.